Okay, so I'll just show you very quickly around this page a bit further. It doesn't matter what funnel step you're in, whether it's the membership access or the membership area, you're going to have some tabs up the top here. Now, for example, here we have the overview tab. We have an automation tab, which don't worry about at the moment. We're not really going to need to use the automation. The members tab, if I click the members tab, this is going to show us all the members in our membership site. Of course, we're setting this up and there are no members as of yet. And then the last one on the right hand side is publishing. Now, publishing is an interesting one because here we have the page name, membership area, as it says over here, membership area. So this is actually inside our membership site. But in the middle here, you can see it says domain and it's blank. There's nothing there. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to have a domain, a custom domain here for us to use. Now at the moment we can access this by clicking the visit funnel URL in the blue bar at the top. We can check out our membership site and see what it looks like. And if I click this button, it'll actually just take us to this web address just to the left of it. So I'll just click that for you now to show you. And it'll take us to this page here. So that's what our membership site currently looks like. But see how this web address, it says paul-morris.clickfunnels. We don't want that. We want to have our custom domain and we want to use a subdomain as well, which I will explain in a minute. But how do we do that? How do we get our custom domain working with our membership site? And when I say custom domain, I'm talking about the domain that we registered at GoDaddy, in my case, paulmorris.online. We want to use that. We want to have that in our domain extension for our membership site. Now there is a small problem because we're actually using our custom domain or our unique domain. We're using that on our WordPress site. So at the moment, if I was to type in paulmorris.online, it would bring up my WordPress site, which is fine because I want to use my WordPress for other purposes. I want it to have lots of things on there. I want to have blogs on there. I want to have other videos that I make on there. I want to have other free training that I'm going to make. I want it to all be on there so that people can visit paulmorris.online and find heaps of information and get value, free value out of my website, because if you're in the marketing business or info product business, affiliate marketing business, anything like that along those lines, you must be providing free information. And if you're going to be offering paid products, it needs to be high value products, and you need to have somewhere to promote and put your blogs and put your posts and put your videos. So we want to keep our original domain name that we registered. We want to keep that reserved for our WordPress site. But what we want to do is we want to piggyback our membership site on the back of that domain name. And that's what I'm going to show you right now, is how to do that. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to associate our registered domain name, in my case paulmorris.online, we need to associate it with our ClickFunnels site. And what we need to do is we need to go to a website called Cloudflare. Okay, so here we are at the Cloudflare homepage. If you don't have an account, this is what you'll come to. To find Cloudflare, just type in cloudflare.com and it'll bring you here. It's simply just a case of signing up. So you can hit the green sign up button. And by the way, this is free, so no cost involved in doing this whatsoever. It'll just bring you to this page here where you can enter an email and a password, create a password, click I agree and create an account. I already have an account, so I'm just going to log straight into mine and we'll go from there. Okay, so here we are at cloudflare.com. If you're a new member, it should default to this page here where it says add websites. If not, you can go to the top where it says add site and it will take you to this page. Now we need to use Cloudflare to create a subdomain on ClickFunnels using our custom domain, which is the domain that we registered at GoDaddy. So in my case, it's paulmorris.online. So I just type in paulmorris.online. And then over on the right hand side here, you can see a green button that says begin scan. Just click begin scan and it will start scanning paulmorris.online. This does take a few minutes, so don't worry about that. And once the scan is completed, you can just click the continue setup button. So it will come to this page here where it says verify that all your DNS records are listed below, which they are. Okay, now on the right hand side you're going to see these clouds and one at the bottom here in this case is orange and the rest are grey. You need to make sure that all these are orange. These two haven't turned orange for me and there's a reason for that. It's because I've been here previously and set this up slightly differently, but in your case these should be orange. Just disregard these for now at the moment. There is a reason for that I'm not going to go into because I don't want to confuse you. But what we need to do here, the important part, is we need to go down to where this letter A is in this box here. If we click it, it's going to come up with these options here. And we need to go down to where it says see name. And in this box where it says name, we need to type our subdomain that we're going to use for our membership site. So very simply, we'll name it exactly what our membership site is, which is WordPress Business Blueprint. So this, in your case, it would be whatever your membership site is going to be. So it won't be WordPress Business Blueprint, it's going to be something different. So just type that. But I'm going to type WordPress Business Blueprint and nothing else. Where it says domain, this is actually not our domain that we registered, and it's not the ClickFunnels domain. This is actually slightly different. What we type is target, and we've got to put a dot in there, so it's target dot clickfunnels.com. So it is the ClickFunnels domain, but it's got that target dot in front of it, okay? That's really important. If you get any of this wrong, it won't work. The next box you can leave on automatic TTL, and then all you need to do is click add record. And you'll notice that down the bottom here, it's the one at the top now. It says CNAME WP Business Blueprint is an alias of target.clickfunnels.com. That's exactly what we want. And then click the cloud so it turns orange. And all your clouds should be orange. Disregard those two that are grey. That will not happen to you. And then just go down the bottom and click continue. And it gives you the option of the business website for $200 a month. Forget that. Click the free website, because this is in fact the free side of things that we're using. And click continue. Now you'll notice, change your name servers. So the current name servers are set to our HostGator. Remember at GoDaddy, we changed our default GoDaddy name servers for our registered domain name. We changed them and redirected them to HostGator so that we could set up our WordPress site and do all that sort of stuff. Well, now we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to change those name servers again. We're going to change them from the HostGator name servers to these Cloudflare name servers. Okay, so you'll need to log back into your GoDaddy account. I've just signed back into my GoDaddy account, and we just go to Manage Domains. This is exactly like we did it before, so you should remember how to do it, but I'll run it through with you anyway. So I've got a few here, a few different domains that I've registered, but just find the one that we want to change. Mine is right here on the right hand side, paulmorris.online. Click the little gear button, gear icon, and click Manage DNS. And you can see the name servers come up here with the HostGator. Now what you need to do is you need to change your HostGator name servers to your Cloudflare name servers. So let's just go back to Cloudflare, and I'm just going to copy and paste them really easily. Highlight the first one, copy, back to GoDaddy, paste the first one in, back to Cloudflare, the second one, highlight, copy, back to GoDaddy, highlight the old one, paste, paste that in there. Once you've got these new name servers in here, just click save. Very, very simple and easy. Right, once that is done on GoDaddy, that is the last time we're going to need to come back here and change these name servers. I know we've had to do it a couple of times, but that's because I'm trying to show you each step that we need to take to get this whole membership site set up the way we want it to. Anyway, you can log out of GoDaddy, and we'll just go straight back to Cloudflare. And now that we've done all our name servers, we can click continue. And it says status pending because, again, we're going to have to wait for this to propagate, just like we did the first time. So again, they say 24 to 48 hours, but hopefully a lot less.